Yeah, so are we good? Yeah, we're rolling.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, so hey Vinny.
Hi.
How's it going? How's life? How's stuff?
Life's good. I've been here for a week, loving it, having a blast.
Yeah. Out on the road in the UK, second time this year.
Yeah.
How's your stuff gone down in the UK? Have you gone down in the UK as a solo artist? Has it been?
It's cool, you know, there's fans from the past and there's new fans and kind of everyone kind of hangs out together and watches me play an acoustic guitar and yell.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. I play a little bit of everything from my whole catalog of work, and UK is a really fun place to do it.
Is it a little bit weird being up there just sort of on your own without the...
It was, but I've done a few hundred shows at this point, so I'm a bit more used to it, but it is nerve-wracking every single time, so.
In those few hundred shows, I bet you haven't played a show in a church before.
You'd be shocked. Well, churches and punk shows go hand in hand in the United States.
Yeah.
Because churches generally have rooms of some kind, where like utility type rooms where they can have shows. So that's what you do when you're it's a DIY scene and stuff. Like you find places with 4 walls and a ceiling to have shows, you know. So, but nothing like this. Like nothing like this at all. It's like, it's funny. Like I'm going to be marrying some friends of mine, so they asked that I be ordained.
Okay. So
I went and got ordained.
Nice.
In like a very liberal church, the most liberal church, and so yeah, I'm Reverend Vinnie Caruana.
That's amazing. I think I might just put that at the top of the.
Yeah, that can be a pull quote.
Yeah. You're off to Europe after this. You going to Grows Rock?
Yep.
Excited about going back to Grows Rock?
I've never been.
Oh, you've never been? I thought
I was meant to be there last year, but we had to cancel our tour.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm glad to finally be there and just experience that and be in mainland Europe again.
Yeah. And sort of at that Grows Rock is Jeff Rickley as well. You went out on tour with the Acoustic Basement tour. How was that? How was
awesome.
How was the experience of sort of playing these new songs in front of sort of really little audiences?
It's fun to play nice intimate shows. Everyone gets to sing along. We're always hanging out after the shows, so it's very like, you know, a lot of questions get answered. You know, people have a burning question for the last 10 years or the last year or the last month, and so it's very personal in like every single way. You know, the song is stripped down. You can really hear what it's all about. Really hear the lyrics. Also, you know, it's a sing along for everybody involved. You know, in the crowd, and you know, and after the show, it's just really nice to like spend time together.
And you weren't daunted at all by playing these little shows?
No, I love it.
So the reason you're touring is you've got an EP out, City by the Sea. For people that haven't heard it, can you sort of give us the rundown about what that EP is all about?
Sure. For the people that are familiar with my music, like it's still me and I'm still doing what I do, and it definitely appeals to my fan base, but it's just a bit different. It's a bit more stripped down. There's a lot of instrumentation on it. There's some percussion and keyboards and guitars and lots of different things going on. But you know, it brings it all to an even more personal level than it already is with me and my listeners.
Was it sort of that personal thing that made you want to do it solo and not use those songs as part of another band?
I just knew I knew that I would always go. I always do this. I do this all the time. I go on tour all around the world and do this with just a guitar when my band's not busy. And I just thought, you know, because people would ask me, you know, when's the solo record? And I hadn't thought of it in the beginning. It was just like, oh, I'm just gonna play some shows. Yeah. So eventually it was like, okay, I need to have a solo release. But you know, I play some solo stuff during the set. I play kind of stuff from the Avalanche, the Movielife, and solo stuff as well. Some covers every once in a while.
I mean, it's been put out by Extra Mile in the UK.
Yes.
That must be pretty nice, especially to be on that roster with those sort of.
It's a roster filled with a lot of artists that I respect a lot. So yeah.
How did that come about? How did it sort of come to be?
It came about because our manager, someone that really like kind of helps execute everything that we kind of want to do and what I want to do, especially like just like, hey, so we're gonna do this record, we're gonna do the Avalanche record, we're gonna do the solo record, we're gonna do this tour, we're gonna do that tour. So I had her name's Anna. She's amazing, and she's like one of my best friends, and she's just kind of my life partner in a way that she just sorts me out. And so she reached out to Extra Mile with the music and was like, you know, this band would like to work with you guys, and they were like all about it. So we were like, it was easy. You know, it was easy.
Because it was completely the moment. But Avalanche signed to Extra Mile as well in the UK.
Avalanche just signed Extra Mile.
Completely the moment.
Yeah, they put out the solo record.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, really now a lot of people, because the EP's been out a little while, a lot of people are going to be asking what's next. I mean, you've got your solo stuff, you've got Avalanche, you've got Pieced Out with Steve from RX Bandits. So, what is next?
Next is record the Avalanche full length.
Yeah.
Probably record some Pieced Out material after that.
Cool.
All throughout, like I'll be touring, playing solo shows. And then eventually, at some point later on, I'll try and do a full length on my own. Yeah.
So that's, the people have got some things to look forward to now. Finally, you know John Snodgrass, right? Or you know of John Snodgrass?
Yes, of course.
So he reached out to me on Facebook the other day.
The footballer.